Hi, my name is Jesse at Trash Panda, and this is our new putter plastic. In my opinion, it offers the perfect amount of tack, grip, and flexibility while offering your typical baseline performance, yet premium feel. So in this video, I want to explain how we stumbled upon it, what exactly it is, and why we need your help. So it all starts with one question. What is baseline plastic? Baseline plastic is typically more of a putter plastic or even a beginner plastic. So what it lacks in durability, it definitely makes up for on the putting green and even for accessibility for beginners. But that still doesn't answer the question, what is baseline plastic? Well, for Innova, it looks like DX. For Discraft, it's more of a Pro D. From MVP, it's Electron. And from someone like Discmania, it's their D-line. But again, that still doesn't answer the question, what the hell is baseline plastic? And the reason I say it that way is because honestly, it was frustrating for me early on because I had no idea. In terms of plastics, baseline plastic is where things get relatively complex because while every company shares similarities, each baseline is their own special blend, and thus it's really confusing. Baseline plastic is, well, a cluster, for lack of a better term. Basically what I mean by cluster is that there is the primary type of plastic, but then it's also blended with additives and fillers to create this general cluster of a special blend. So you've got the plastic, which is the original primary ingredient, that original polymer. You've got additives that are kind of like performance enhancing concentrates, so like plasticizers or even colorant. And then you've got filler material, which is really a subset of additives, but it doesn't have to be created and it's not a virgin polymer. Typically instead, it's a naturally occurring mineral that's found on Earth. If this is at all confusing, let's just simplify it down. Think about cooking a new dish that requires certain spices and other ingredients. Of course, you've got the primary ingredients, but adding a little bit of this spice or a little too much of this one might change the dish entirely. And when it comes to baseline plastics from disc golf manufacturers, that's what we're talking about. Each one has their own secret sauce, but generally, they're all kind of just a cluster of plastic, additives, and minerals. So once I started to understand all of that, things definitely got a little easier, but it also created kind of a really big problem for us. At Trash Panda, it's our goal to make products that are good for your game and great for the planet. So when it comes to discs, we're basically on a mission to make the most sustainable discs possible. And with the original premium plastic inner core, it was honestly kind of easy. Okay, it wasn't really easy, but it was easier. Let me explain. When it comes to regrind, if you find a material that's perfect, you can basically take it and make it straight into another disc. Rather than having to blend anything in with it, you can go straight from regrind to a brand new disc. But with baseline, that's not the case. So basically, at the beginning of this year, I had no idea still how we were gonna make a sustainable baseline disc. But this kind of just fell into our lap. Actually, someone recommended it, and we get a lot of recommendations on what we should and shouldn't do, but I will forever be grateful that we took this recommendation because it wasn't exactly this, it was actually like 8 materials ago, but we iterated on what they suggested, and with this, I think we absolutely nailed it. It's raining. Well, due to the weather, the office will have to do. And this is our new recycled putter plastic. Because at Trash Panda, we've been transparent since day one about everything we do, we want to tell you exactly what's in this, because we have no secrets. It's a combination of 2 different things. One is 100% recycled TPE, so any plastic that we're using is recycled, and the other is a naturally occurring mineral called calcium carbonate. And I get that the name might sound a little scientific, but it's actually pretty simple. Calcium carbonate, as I said, is naturally occurring in things like limestone, marble, eggshells, and believe it or not, it's even the main and actually only ingredient in Tums. So if your dog ever eats your disc, you can be sure that at least they don't have indigestion. I hate it. No, cut it. One of the primary questions I had when we first started looking at a blend like this was, is it still recyclable? Because to me, that was an absolute deal breaker. And the best part of the amount of 100% recycled TPE versus calcium carbonate is that the calcium carbonate actually does not affect the future recyclability of this disc. So all of these putter plastic discs will be marked with TPE and thus can be more easily recycled down the line. So for those of you who have been wanting to putt with the inner core, a limited run of our new putter plastic just went live on our site. It also went live with some of our retail partners, so if you want to check locally, you might be able to find them locally as well. This first run is all in this beautiful off-white. They came in at 170 to 174 grams, and believe it or not, I know you're probably looking at this one, they are even dyeable. Now, it is kind of like your typical baseline dye in that it's a little faded. Like this purple was actually initially black and it became purple, but something did happen in this dye that I've never seen before, and it's that in an opaque disc, the dye actually bled through the back. So I know that myself, our team, our patrons, and some of our local friends even who have tested this out could not be more excited, and we can't wait to hear what you think. We've never been more committed to making the most sustainable discs we can, and we are so excited about our new recycled plastic. I feel like I just have to say thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to support the channel, and we'll see you next time. I am here with
Erica Stinchcomb.
And do you want to tell them what you just did?
Yeah, I putted with inner cores this weekend at OTB. I think I'm probably the first person to use them. So I'm putting them on like long floaty bids, like a lot of Circle 2 or outside Circle 2. It's
You
been
think
really
you'll
fun.
keep doing it?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd it work for you this weekend at OTB?
I definitely hit at least 3 Circle 2 putts with them, and I was all over the basket on like 6 or 7 more. So
Okay, so we might have to change something up slightly and then it'll be perfect.
Right.